Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video we will be looking at the Zeiss Ikon SK6 Vectorprofil Rippe Extra. Alright, I actually had that written down because it's such a long name. Anyway, this is a pretty interesting lock with dual locking mechanism. We have 6 pin in the main stack and we have a sidebar with 5 side pins. So let's take a look what's inside. So here's the key. We can see the bitting, a nice square key bow, and on the side we have a bitting for the side pins. It's not actually too visible and it kind of looks crude honestly, but it's there, right? I guess you can see it now. There's like a track for the side pins. Let's take a look at the housing. So you can see that there is a sidebar slot. This one is actually the one that where the sidebar rests when the lock is locked, but there are 2 more. I suspect that these are used as an anti-picking mechanism, I guess, because the lock will just relock. If you turn it, the sidebar will jump in here without the key inserted, so you will have to pick it once again, I guess, so probably that's the reason why it's there. Here's our core, so pretty intimidating keyway honestly. You can see very nasty. We have some 6 chambers for the main stack, no overmilling or countermilling in there. We have our slot for the sidebar and we have 5 slots for the side pins. Okay, so let's take a look at their pins. So we have standard key pins, nothing too interesting about it. First one is steel. Driver pins, we have standards in chambers 1, 5 and 6, and in chambers 2, 3 and 4 we have these typical Zeiss Ikon tapered spools. You can see that they are sort of tilted at the edges, right? Maybe this will be a better look. Yeah, not anymore. So yeah, they have this angle at top of them, or actually at these wider parts, and that makes them drop a lot more than like a normal spool, and they're kinda annoying, so they're typical for this Zeiss Ikon pin tumblers. Okay, and what about the side pins? So I will just show you one, or actually I might show you 2. So this is a side pin, it kind of looks like a chess piece, right? So there's a huge through gate in the middle, no false gates present, although for some weird reason we have these little like serrations on 3 of the side pins. I really don't know why they are there, because if you take a look at the sidebar, it's just kinda like a block of metal with some machined slots for the side pins, and this little serration has like no chance to come in contact with this sidebar, and even if it did, like I don't know how the hell would it catch on that one, so I don't know what's that. I really don't. Okay, let me just show you what does it look like when the side pin is in its through gate. Okay, so they line up like this. You can see there's not too much movement up and down, so wiggle testing is not possible, I guess, but at the same time it's not required. I will tell you why. Because let me tell you how to pick this lock. Actually, I might show you the action of the side pin. So let's just insert number 1 here, I guess, so you can see how do they rest in there. Okay, just sort of push him in and the key. Okay, Right, so now we have chamber number 1 populated. You can see this is like this little knob is the contact point, and maybe you can see that it moves in the chamber just a little bit up and down, not too much motion, but there is some. So basically now the through gate of this side pin is exposed, and when that happens, 5 chambers the sidebar can like sink in, right? Okay, so just let's talk about picking this lock. Okay, so we have our annoying keyway, as I showed you, but what you can do, you can completely bypass all these crooks and just pick it from this piece of wording right here, right, with some really shallow hook. So you can comfortably do it from here. You can ignore all these curves, just place your pick here. And honestly, like, the main stick is not too difficult, but you will drop those tapered spools a lot, because that's why they are there. So just go through the stake multiple times and you will get a little false set and a nice click when you pick the main stake, and then you can move to the side pins. So the side pins are kind of annoying, honestly, because you need to access them at a pretty weird angle. So I will show you. This is where you put your pick, like here, right? And then you need to do this. You need to go like sideways, so you can. Sorry, this is really awkward to do with this angle when I have a camera in there, but okay, now you can see my pick in chamber 5, right? So there he is, and here's like the awkward angle, and if you're there you can also lift a little bit, but just a little, right? So now you can see. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to lift this one. Well, anyway, these side pins do not need to be lifted too much. That's my point. Like, there are no like gates or false gates or anything. You sort of just need to push them a little bit, all of them, like multiple times, because they also act tapered. But you don't need to do any jiggle testing or some tricks with it. They only need to be lifted several times, and they will sort of park themselves by into the through gate. There is no like finesse involved, just sort of push them up and you're good. What's probably most tricky is as I said, the positioning, because this angle is kind of weird. Okay, so to pick this lock, I was using, give me a second, yeah, this one, the PN46. So it has a nice flat top and it's a shallow hook, so it fits perfectly. And for the side pins, I guess just take whatever works for you. I think maybe even like 19 thousandths or 18 thousandths might work. I use this in 15 thousandths, but it's kind of bent, as you can see. It's just an old pick. It can be anything that can fit into the wording, as I showed you sideways. Okay, so I think that was pretty exhausting, and we should really move on and start the pick, so hope you will enjoy it. Okay, here we go. It works. Let's go counterclockwise. Start with the main stick. So one is loose. We'll click on 2. 3 is bending. Okay, I think I got him set just by passing under him. 4 is bending. Click on 4. Something out of 5 as well. Okay, 6 is bending as well. Okay, another low lift. Back to 1, I think there. 2 seems to be set, so does 3. Click on 5. 1 is still loose. 2 and 3 are alright. Maybe some small clicks on 4 and 5. Okay, nothing on 1 still. The other pins feel pretty alright. Okay, maybe now something out of 1. Okay, and tiny little rotation after I touched 4. So let's try with those side pins. See how long it takes. Okay, so 1 is springy. So is 2. Click on 3. Maybe a little something on 4. Another click on 3. Not gonna get too much feedback anymore, I think. Maybe just a matter of going through all of these side pins multiple times. Okay. Little something out of 2 and 3 again. 1 and 2 feel good. 4. Okay, there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And after touching 2 we get an open. Okay, so it's always a little bit fiddly with those side pins, but just take some time. Okay, so let's get this lock. Autofocus is on. Maybe a little angle adjustment. Okay, that feels good. So I actually managed to make like a makeshift C-clip, let's call it, out of a SK6. So it's just free spinning, but it works. So anyway, there's this piece that needs to be pried off. This brings back some memories. SK6 is one of the first locks I picked on video, so I remember getting it after a big fight. Little did I know that I will use this once again. Okay, so now we only need the key. Let's cut, and of course we need a follower, and we need a hollow follower because of this. Okay, so out you go. Let's drop this passive pin. Always falls out by itself. Okay, I guess we can remove the sidebar now. So there he is, and the springs too, if they cooperate. The first one is out, and the other one may need some help. Perfect. Okay, key pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I'll arrange them later. Now those side pins, they really don't wanna spring up, unlike their counterparts in other side pin based locks. So I sort of need to pry them out, I guess. Oh, come on, it worked before like this. Why doesn't it work? Okay, this is 5. Look how they're really stuck in their chambers. Nice. Oh boy, I did not expect this complication. Okay, this might take a while, guys, sorry. I swear this worked before. I just prying them out. No, it just doesn't. Okay, this guy wants to go out, obviously. Okay, so there's 5. I will dump the spring before I lose it. Okay, 4. Maybe like, I don't know. This didn't work, right? No, sir. Neither does this. Good lord, how long will this take? Okay guys, I'm definitely speeding up the video now, so see you in a while. Okay, that was unexpectedly annoying and embarrassing. Never mind, let's go on with our cutting. So driver 1 goes out, and his spring. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Okay. 6. And finally 5. Perfect. Okay, so I think we have everything out. So to finish this, I'll give you a close-up on all of the pins. And side pins, sidebar, and this passive piece. Okay guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you later. Bye.